It's not just the loss of that tree, it's a foundation species. It makes its own microclimate. I think that a lot of us are losing something that we've never known, and it's an incredible aching loss for those of us, though, that really know hemlock and its value in the ecosystem. A lot of people would come here and think, oh, this is beautiful, things are fine. And in some ways I envy that. The hemlock woolly adelgid is a little tiny sap-sucking insect that's smaller than a poppy seed in size. It's incredible that you can think that something that tiny can very rapidly, within 3-4 years, can kill an enormous hemlock tree, the biggest conifer we have.
Hemlock plays a number of important ecological roles in the forest ecosystem in Nova Scotia. It's a foundational species. In Nova Scotia, when you consider the range of hemlock that exists now, about 60% of the hemlock that's present is held within the regions where the pest has been found already.
This insect really sneaks up, and you think you've got time, and you don't. So I don't know if there's anything we can do other than, I'm back at the computer now trying to choose the best words I can to convince in this report I'm writing for the province to say we need a fast-acting chemical, just like they use in the US. They got to their hemlock trees too late. They didn't get ahead of it. And imagine, here I am advocating for pesticides. What a way to end a career. Look at that poor little new growth. It's already almost fallen off, because it just can't get its sap. I've been watching hemlock for a long time, and I always think to the past and what was it like for the Mi'kmaq when they were portaging or playing and feasting and living under the protective shade of these hemlock. So I can say that the answer is simple. You drill a little hole in the tree, at the base of the tree. This will be full of 8 milliliters of imajet.
So the active ingredient in the chemical that we're using is imidacloprid. It's a neonicotinoid. It's the same product that's found in flea and tick medications for your pets. Right now there are 2 primary imidacloprid-based products. One is an injectable chemical called imajet, and the other one is a basal bark application, and the product name is Zytec. The chemical control piece is seen as a short-term stopgap, where we're trying to maintain healthy hemlocks in a network across the landscape that will eventually support a biological control program where we can take natural predators of HWA that are present in other parts of Canada and introduce them here. We're looking to use chemical control as a short-term solution to maintain healthy hemlocks and buy us the time that we need to develop the longer-term biocontrol option.
It's very satisfying to finally be treating trees and knowing that they're going to live for at least another half a decade, and then we'll go from there. So it is giving me peace of mind, but at the same time we're still in this incredible race. A race against time. The hemlock are declining rapidly. There's some heavily infested hemlock. In fact, that one is quite infested. You can see the tips of the branches there that are.
I think in terms of public perceptions around pesticide, I certainly understand that a lot of folks kind of have an uneasy feeling when they hear the word chemicals. The images of helicopters with spray booms out the side. I think that once folks see how targeted and how contained these treatments are and targeted to the individual trees, that folks are able to get over those concerns. I think under the best case scenario that I can think of, with a robust treatment and chemical program and biological control program, I think we're still going to stand to lose a lot of our hemlocks, and So really important that we do establish this network of protected stands and establish biological control so that someday we're going to be able to reintroduce hemlock onto the landscape.
The live crown ratio on that tree is about 90%, like it's got green all the way down, so that will help it. It hasn't thinned a lot, it's still got new growth. And so we did it. We got it injected in time. So it's protected for at least 4 years.
Donna Crossland is one of Nova Scotia's most prominent, most staunch defenders of the forest. For me personally, knowing Donna as I do and the respect that I have for her professionally, I kind of joke that if it's okay with Donna, it's okay by me. So it's not lost on me that we're in a period of Earth's history known as the Anthropocene. And it has changed a lot of the rules, and I think it's going to challenge us to think outside the box and accept that the rules in nature have changed as a result of human impact.
Our choice is stark. Either we chemically treat and put the trees on kind of a life support system, or we allow the trees to die a certain death. This is breaking my heart. At least we're alive and the trees are alive. So, yeah.